sound rolls up the sidewalks when the sun goes down. Just another Friday night with nowhere to be found. But there's a glow on the horizon, a flicker through the pines, a little dive where broken hearts go to kill sometime. Yeah, I'm digging my own grave, one round at a time. Since she walked away, she's still on my mind. The jukebox keeps playing songs I can't outrun. Bury me tonight in this neon grave. Bartender knows my order, he don't ask me how I'm doing. The ice melts slow just like the tears I'm not revealing. Red lights on the bottles, they shine like city stars, but none of them can lead me back to her heart. Yeah, I'm digging my own grave, one round at a time. Since she walked away, she's still on my mind. The jukebox keeps playing songs I can't outrun. Bury me tonight in this neon grave. The sun's gonna rise, I know it will, but right now this bar stool's paying the bill for love I couldn't keep, for promises too deep. Yeah, I'm digging my own grave, one round at a time. Since she walked away, she's still on my mind. The jukebox keeps playing songs I can't outrun. Bury me tonight in this neon grave. Neon grave. Neon grave. Monday I swore I was done with this. Tuesday I almost forgot her kiss. Wednesday came and the sun went down. Now here I am in this same old town. And Thursday I made it to noon without a drink. Friday I overthought everything. Now the weekend's here and I'm alone, pouring something strong to take me home. Whiskey nights and empty rooms, singing sad songs to the moon, trying to drown what I can't fight. Just another round of whiskey nights. The ice clinks loud in this quiet place, staring at the mirror on a stranger's face. She said goodbye and took the light, left me here with these whiskey nights. Whiskey nights and empty rooms, singing sad songs to the moon, trying to drown what I can't fight. Just another round of whiskey nights. My daddy said, son, don't drink your past, but some lessons hidden, they last City traffic stole my peace of mind away. Got home and felt the walls closing in. Grabbed my keys and headed for the wind. The pavement ends where the real me starts. These country roads know all my parts. No prescription, no doctor's fee, just four wheels and a tank of gasoline. Dirt road therapy, yeah, that's my cure. Kicking up dust till my thoughts are pure. Windows down and the radio loud, underneath that same old cloud. When the world gets heavy and I can't breathe, I take a dose of dirt road therapy. Past the old man Johnson's hayfield, where the worries start to peel. The gravel sings under my tires, burning off all my desires. Dirt road therapy, yeah, that's my cure. Kicking up dust till my thoughts are pure. Windows down and the radio loud, underneath that same old cloud. When the world gets heavy and I can't breathe, I take a dose of dirt road therapy. I've always loved. The only side effect is feeling free. That's my dirt road therapy. Dirt road therapy. Dirt road therapy, yeah, that's my cure. Kicking up dust till my thoughts are pure. Windows down and the radio loud, underneath that same old cloud. When the world gets heavy and I can't breathe, I take a dose of dirt road therapy. Dirt road therapy. Yeah, saving me. This bar is loud, but all I hear is quiet. 100 people here and I'm starting a riot in my own head over things she said. 3 months gone and I'm still not right. The band's playing something about moving on, but my heart's still stuck right where she's gone. I laugh with my friends, pretend I'm alright, but they don't know I've got an ache tonight that won't go away, a pain that only grows the more I try to pray. It's in my bones, in my chest, in the way I hold my breath. Lord, I've tried everything, but I can't forget. I've got an ache tonight. Drove past her house on the edge of town. Lights were on, but she wasn't around. Somebody knew, I guess she found what I couldn't be. I've got an ache tonight that won't go away, a pain that only grows the more I try to pray. It's in my bones, in my chest, in the way I hold my breath. Lord, I've tried everything, but I can't forget. I've got an ache tonight. away, a pain that only grows the more I try to pray. It's in my bones, in my chest, in the way I hold my breath. Lord, I've tried everything, but I can't forget. I've got an ache tonight. Turns around. Her daddy's truck, her mama's old guitar were the only things in town. She learned to drive at 13 on a tractor through the field. She knows every bump and bend like the way a heart can feel. She's a back road baby raised on dirt and faith, knows every star by name, ain't afraid of grace. She'll steal your heart then hand it back with a smile that'll make you cry. Yeah, she's wild and free, and maybe she's my back road baby. Took her to the city lights, she just laughed and shook her head. Said this concrete jungle's nice, but I'd rather be home instead, where the fireflies dance at dusk and the creek runs cool and clear. She pulled me close and said, this is what I want right here. She's a back road baby raised on dirt and faith, knows every star by name, ain't afraid of grace. She'll steal your heart then hand it back with a smile that'll make you cry. Yeah, she's wild and free, and maybe she's my back road baby. Some girls want diamonds, some want the city life. Well, mine just wants a front porch and to be my wife. Underneath that same old moon that our granddaddies grew up under too. She's a back road baby raised on dirt and faith, knows every star by name, ain't afraid of grace. She'll steal your heart then hand it back with a smile that'll make you cry. Yeah, she's wild and free, and maybe she's my back road baby, my back road baby. Yeah. Granddaddy worked this land for 50 years, put his sweat in every row. He said, boy, this dirt is in your blood more than you'll ever know. I left at 18 for the city lights, thought I'd never look back. But something pulled me home last night down that same old gravel track. Red clay on my boots again, feels like coming home. Red clay where my roots begin, every seed my granddad sown. I've been all around this country, seen the ocean, seen the sky, but nothing ever felt like home, like red clay makes me feel alive. The tractor sitting where he left it, rusted, but it still runs true. I climbed up in that old steel seat and felt him in the view. The sun was setting orange and gold, just like the dirt below. I understood why he never left, why he loved this place so. Red clay on my boots again, feels like coming home. Red clay where my roots begin, every seed my granddad sown. I've been all around this country, seen the ocean, seen the sky, but nothing ever felt like home, like red clay makes me feel alive. They say you can't go back again, but they don't know this land. It holds you close, it won't let go, like a warm and weathered hand. Red clay on my boots again, feels like coming home. Red clay where my roots begin, every seed my granddad sown. I've been all around this country, seen the ocean, seen the sky, but nothing ever felt like home, like red clay makes me feel alive. Red clay. Red clay makes me feel alive. Has heaven burned this town? She packed her bags on a Sunday morning, left a note that said I'm gone. Took the dog and half the money, left me here to carry on. Every street has a memory, every corner holds her name. I can't walk a single block without feeling all the pain. I wanna burn this town to the ground, let the ashes blow if she's not around. Light a match to every place we've been, watch the fire take it all in. If I can't have her back, if she's not coming back around, I'm gonna burn this town. The diner where we used to eat, the park bench where we meet, the parking lot behind the bar where we sit and count the stars. They're all haunted by a ghost, every brick, every post. The only way to be free is to watch it all cease to be. I wanna burn this town to the ground, let the ashes blow if she's not around. Light a match to every place we've been, watch the fire take it all in. If I can't have her back, if she's not coming back around, I'm gonna burn this town. The fire trucks can't save me now, the water's just gonna make it worse somehow. Sometimes I gotta lose it all to keep from taking Monday morning, left a note that said I'm gone. Took the dog and half the money, left me here to carry on. She packed her bags on a Sunday morning. She packed her bags on a Sunday morning. She packed her bags on a Sunday. Yeah, damn this town. I was born on the wrong side of the tracks. I graduated high school and never looked back. Somehow I ended up right where I started, with a broken truck and a broken hearted. The mill shut down in '09, took everybody's peace of mind. On the arm and never came back. My ex-wife moved away and never looked back. Mama's still here, says she'll never go. Says the roots are too deep in this dusty soil. But I feel them choking me every day. I wanna get out, I wanna get away, but something pulls me back when I try to leave. Like this place has a hold on me. This town and it's one red light. Damn the streets that hold me tight. Damn the dreams that died out here. Damn the ones that disappear. I wanna leave but I don't know how. Damn this town. Maybe it's familiarity. Maybe it's the simplicity. Maybe it's just fear of the unknown that keeps me calling this place home. This town and its one red light. Damn these streets that hold me tight. Damn the dreams that died out here. Damn the ones that disappear. I wanna leave but I don't know how. Damn this town. Damn this town. Damn this town. I've been sober for 3 weeks now, since the night you walked out. I've been going to meetings, saying prayers, trying to figure out how to get you out of my bloodstream, to get you out of my head. But every night when the sun goes down, I end up here instead. I'm getting drunk over you again, pouring out my heart with my former friends. The bartender knows but they ain't counting the hours since you left me standing there in the middle of a shower of emotions I can't handle, of feelings I can't fight. So I let the whiskey do the talking through the long and lonely night. I'm getting drunk over you again, pouring out my heart with my former friends. The bartender knows my name, my pain, my sin. I'm getting drunk over you again. One for the memory, two for the pain, three for the love I'll never hold again, four for the future that we'll never see, five for the man I'll never be. I'm getting drunk over you again, pouring out my heart with my former friends. The bartender knows my name, my pain, my sin. I'm getting drunk over you again. Drunk over you. Drunk over you. The lights are flickering above the bar. The jukebox is playing one last song. The regulars are gathering their keys and cars, but I've been here way too long. I've been nursing this same drink for hours, staring at the door you walked out, trying to find the strength and the power to accept what this is all about. Last call and I'm still here. Last call and I'm drowning in my tears. They're sweeping up the floor, turning off the lights, but I'm not ready to face the night without you here. Last call. The bartender said, son, it's time to go. You can't drink away the pain. I know he's right, I know, but the rain won't stop, the sun won't show until I see your face again. Last call and I'm still here. Last call and I'm drowning in my tears. They're sweeping up the floor, turning off the lights, but I'm not ready to face the night without you here. Last call. The parking lot is empty now. The street lights are buzzing low. I'm sitting in my truck somehow, not sure which way to go. Last call and I'm still here. Last call and I'm drowning in my tears. Are sweeping up the floor, turning off the lights, but I'm not ready to face the night without you here. Last call. Last call. Last call. truck into the grass. We watched the stars come out at last. He put a blanket in the bed, and all the words inside me fled. Under that tailgate sky, just him and I, counting stars and making plans, holding on to holding hands. The world felt small, love felt high, under that tailgate sky. He played some songs on his guitar, sang about who we are, young and wild and free and dumb, living like we'd never come to a day when this would end, when we'd go back to being friends. But that night we were everything, before the leaving and the leaving sting. Under that tailgate sky, just him and I, counting stars and making plans, holding on to holding hands. The world felt small, the love felt high, under that tailgate sky. I don't know where he is tonight, if he's found someone who treats him right, but I still look up when the stars are bright and remember, under that tailgate sky, just him and I, counting stars and making plans, holding on to holding hands. The world felt small, the love felt high, under that tailgate sky. Tailgate sky. Tailgate sky. I was born with gasoline in my veins, a need for speed and a disregard for brakes. Daddy said, son, you're gonna learn the hard way, and I guess I'm proving him right today. I burned every bridge I've ever crossed, turned every blessing into loss. I've got a one-way ticket to nowhere fast, and I'm not sure if I can last. Hell-bent on self-destruction, hell-bent on running from the one I love, hell-bent on proving I'm not good enough, hell-bent on giving up. She said she'd wait until I changed, but I've been this way my whole life, it's ingrained. The devil on my shoulders always wins. I push away my closest friends. I don't know why I am the way I am, why I sabotage every good plan, but here I am again tonight, choosing wrong when I know what destruction, hell-bent on running from the one I love, hell-bent on proving I'm not good enough, hell-bent on giving up. The creek rose up after 3 days' rain, took the bridge and half the lane. Granddaddy's fence is somewhere down the stream. Nothing's ever quite as it seems, but we've been through this 100 times. This land knows how to realign. The water will recede, the sun will shine, and we'll rebuild what's left behind. Muddy water running through my veins, muddy water washing away the pain. It takes and gives, it breaks and heals. It's the only life these parts know how to feel. Muddy water. She said she needed space to breathe, said she felt like she was drowning in me. I watched her drive away in the rain, knowing she might not come back again. Just like that bridge that washed away, some things aren't built to stay, but the water keeps on flowing on even after she's gone. Muddy water running through and through my veins, muddy water washing away the pain. It takes and gives, it breaks and heals. It's the only life these parts know how to feel. Muddy water. You can't fight the current, you just let it go. You can't make somebody stay when they gotta go. The water finds its way eventually, just like she found her way away from me. Muddy water running through my veins, muddy water washing away the pain. It takes and gives, it breaks and heals. It's the only life these parts know how to feel. Muddy water. Muddy water. Muddy water. There's a tractor in the backyard, been sitting there for 20 years. Granddaddy said he'd fix it up someday, but he just let it disappear into the weeds and memories, into the past that holds us tight. Now the roses that Grandma planted grow up through the rust and fight. Rust and roses growing side by side, beauty in the breakdown, trying to survive. Everything that's old can find new life. Rust and roses cutting through the night. out and started breaking down. We tried to fix the broken parts, but we just let it spin around. Now you're gone and I'm still here, tending to the memories, watching something beautiful grow up through what used to be. Rusty roses growing side by side, beauty in the breakdown, trying to survive. Everything that's old can't find new life. Rusting roses cutting through the night. Maybe love doesn't really die. Maybe it just changes form. Maybe it comes back as something new after the breaking and the storm. Rusted roses growing side by side, beauty in the breakdown, trying to survive. Everything that's old can't find new life. Rusting roses cutting through the night. Rusted roses. 15 small town flames. He was a quarterback, she was the homecoming queen. The perfect picture of what small town life could mean. Friday night lights shining on the dreams. Everybody thought they had it all, so it seemed. They got a scholarship, she got a ring. They had a baby by the following spring. Now he works at the plant, she waits tables at night. And that glory days feeling is long out of sight. Small town famous, that's what we are. Known by everybody in this one horse bar. Our pictures on the wall from way back when, before real life set in. Small town famous, but only in this town. When you leave these limits, nobody knows your name. Small town famous, but ain't it a shame? He still wears a little jacket from senior year. He still talks about the touchdown that got them here. They gather with their classmates every Friday night, reliving the moments when they felt alive. But the kids have grown and moved away to cities where they'll never have to stay. In the shadow of what used to be, stuck in a memory. Small town famous, but that's what we are. Known by everybody in this one horse bar. Our pictures on the wall from way back when, before real life set in. Small town famous, but only in this town. When you leave these limits, nobody knows your name. Small town famous, ain't it a shame? Sometimes I wonder who I'd be if I had the courage to just leave, to find out if I could be more than who I was at 17. Small town famous, that's what we are. Known by everybody in this one horse bar. Our pictures on the wall from way back when, before real life set in. Small town famous, but only in this town. When you leave these The liquor store guy knows me by name. He don't even ask, he knows the game. He just reaches for the usual, and I hand him my pain in cash. I've been coming here since Tuesday last, trying to drink away the past, but every bottle ends the same, empty and full of blame. I tear this bottle apart like it tore you from my heart. I tear through the label, through the seal, trying to find something real, but it's just glass and lies and temporary highs. I tear this bottle, but I can't tear you from my mind. The first one goes down smooth, the second helps me lose, the third one makes me call your phone and beg you to come home. By the fourth I'm on the floor, swearing I won't do this anymore. By the fifth I've lost count, and the pain still amounts. I tear this bottle apart like it tore you from my heart. I tear through the label, through the seal, trying to find something real, but it's just glass and lies and temporary highs. I tear this bottle, but I can't tear you from my mind. If tears could build a bridge, I'd walk right back to you. If whiskey could forgive, I'd know just what to do. But bottles don't have feelings, and feelings don't have cures. I'm just a man who's learning what heartbreaking does. I tear this bottle apart like it tore you from my heart. I tear through the label, through the seal, trying to find something real, but it's just glass and lies and temporary highs. I tear this bottle, but I can't tear you from my mind. Can't tear you from my mind, from my mind. 17 truck tires. These truck tires have seen more of this country than I ever will see of her heart. They roll through Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, but they can't seem to find a way back to the start. Put 100,000 miles on this odometer, so she told me we were through. I've crossed state lines and county lines, but I can't cross over you. A truck tires on the blacktop, running from the pain. Truck tires on the gravel, calling out your name. Every rotation takes me further from this town, but the further that I go, the more I'm turning around. Back to you. Back to you. I've seen the sunrise over the Smokies. The sunset on the Gulf of Mexico. I met some beautiful women, had some good times, but they don't help me let you go. The radio plays our songs everywhere I go, every station, every town. I can't escape the memories, they just keep following me around. Truck tires on the blacktop, running from the pain. Truck tires on the blather, calling out your name. Every rotation takes me further from this town, but the further that I go, the more I'm turning around. Back to you, back to you. These ties are wear it thin, just like my will to win. Without you here, without you here. Truck tires on the blacktop, running from the pain. Truck tires on the gravel, calling out your name. Every rotation takes me further from this town, but the further that I go, the more I'm turning around. Back to you, back to you. Truck tires, truck tires, calling out your We were 17 with gas money and dreams. No idea what life really means. Just a back road, a cooler, and a radio song. Thinking we could do no wrong. We stayed out past the street lights, kissed under the satellite lights, made promises we couldn't keep, but the memories run deep. We were wild and young and beautiful, thought we were invincible. Love was just a game to play. Before the bills and the grin, we were wild and young. Now I got a mortgage and a 9 to 5, a wife and kids, a whole other life. But sometimes when the radio plays, I get transported back to those days when the was just a game to play. Before the bills and the gray, and we were wild and young, wild and young, wild and young. Tracks where the trains don't stop and nobody looks back, where the houses lean and the fences sag and dreams go to die in a paper bag. My daddy worked 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. Mama prayed every night that we'd be gone, but here I am at 35, still trying to survive. I've been living on the wrong side of every line they've ever drawn, wrong side of lucky, wrong side of love, wrong side of everything I'm dreaming of. Maybe someday I'll cross over, but for now I'm stuck over here, or on the wrong side. Clean clothes and her smile that could drown every insecurity I've ever had. She made me feel like I wasn't so bad, but her daddy took one look at my last name and decided I was bringing shame to their perfect little world, where flags don't get unfurled. I've been living on the wrong side of every line they've ever drawn, wrong side of lucky, wrong side of love, wrong side of everything I'm dreaming of. Maybe someday I'll cross over, but for now I'm stuck over here, on the wrong side. They say you can't choose where you start, only where you end. But every time I try to climb, something pulls me back again. I've been living on the wrong side of every line they've ever drawn, wrong side of lucky, wrong side of love, wrong side of everything I'm dreaming of. Maybe someday I'll cross over, but for now I'm stuck over here, or on the wrong side. We're on the wrong side. Wrong side. Tony broke down. My truck broke down on the interstate, just outside of the Tennessee line. My wallet's empty, my phone's about dead, and I've been driving all night. I pulled into the first exit I saw, a little town I never heard of before. The gas station guy said, "Son, you look beat." I said, "Mister, you don't know the half She hides behind a cloud of cigarette smoke, so nobody sees her heart when it broke. She laughs too loud, she talks too fast, trying to make the good times last. But I've known her since we were kids. I know the things she tries to hide behind that painted on smile. Well, that's been there for a while. Smoking secrets, that's what she's made of. Running from a broken kind of love, hiding in the haze, hiding from the pain, hoping that the sun won't shine again. Smoking secrets. Her daddy left when she was 10. She learned early how to pretend that everything was fine, she was okay, while the world was falling away. Now every man who comes along tries to fix what's already wrong. She pushes them away before they can see the real woman underneath the plan. Smoking secrets, that's what she's made of. Running from a broken kind of love, hiding in the haze, hiding from a pain, hoping that the sun won't shine again. Smoking secrets. If she let somebody in, they'd see the beauty underneath the skin. But she's too scared to take the chance on another broken romance. Smoking secrets, that's what she's made of. Running from a broken kind of love, hiding in the haze, hiding from the pain, hoping that the sun won't shine again. Smoking secrets. Smoking secrets. Smoking secrets. My daddy was a factory man, worked the same line for 40 years. Never complained, never made demands, just provided and persevered. He said, son, the world's gonna shake you up, people gonna let you down, but if you keep a steady heart, you'll make it through any town. A steady heart in an unsteady world, that's the kind of love I want, boy. Not the kind that burns out fast, but the kind that's built to last. With a steady heart. Everything's changing every day.